Welcome back to Coast Customer Success in Practice. I'm Tam.
And I'm Kat, and we're kicking off something new. We're going to do a short series explaining AI in the world of customer success.
Yeah. And it is obviously no secret that AI is kind of like everywhere right now. It's on our phones, it's in our inboxes, and definitely creeping into our workflows. And before Kat and I jump into this, we wanted to acknowledge that there are different levels of uncertainty and hesitance around AI, and we definitely want to validate that. We are aware that there's research being done on the impact to the environment. We also know that people are concerned about whether or not AI will take away jobs from humans. So we're definitely keeping an eye on the latest research, and we definitely want to stay up to date with what is going on. And we want to also use AI to move forward the business with the tools that we have, make sure that our teams are thriving.
Yeah, thanks for acknowledging that, Tam, because the reality is that AI is here. And so instead of panicking about the unknown and the future of what this could be, I want to take today to discuss something practical, which is how real CSMs are using AI to make your jobs easier, your communication sharper, and make your time go further. So why does AI matter for customer success managers? We are constantly juggling multiple things such as emails, follow-ups, meeting prep, data deep dives, you name it. And when AI is used well, it can help you do most of that tedious work so that you can focus on thoughtful strategy.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people assume AI is like only for like really techie people or like engineers or like data scientists. Or my mom was talking about like the AI robots, and it's like it's not, right? It's here for everyone, for anyone. Like we talked about, it's on our phones.
Yeah, I would actually argue AI is more beneficial to customer facing teams because it helps you build that technical acumen way quicker. And you already have that solid foundation of building relationships, which I think is harder to do
Yeah.
in our AI world. So just food for thought. If you're someone who works with customers directly, don't be afraid of AI. You don't need to code. You don't need to build a bot. You just need to know what to ask and how to use it innovatively. And I want to give a few examples of how to use it. So personally, these are a couple of ways that I've used AI as a customer success manager and also people leader. The first is strategic drafting. I've used ChatGPT and Claude. There are other options out there. Feel free to research them. But I've used them to draft the first version of a customer update email when I need to explain something very technical or nuanced in a clear, non-jargony way. It saves me time and I still refine it with my own voice, my own flair. So it's not necessarily just like copy and pasting what's from the bot. You still have to be thoughtful on what it's giving to you so that it's still in your voice. The second way is just data summarization. When I get massive spreadsheets with survey results or account data, I paste a chunk and ask for a summary of trends, being mindful though of not putting in any personal information, trying to be as general as possible so that any personal information is kept safe. There's still a way to do that so that you can see things faster and you can follow up with deeper questions. And then the last way to use AI is on internal communication, whether it's prepping a playbook, a training, or even a slide deck. I'll use AI to help me structure it or brainstorm the paraphrasing so that I know that when I'm communicating, it's clear, it's sharp, it gets to the point faster. And then, if you hit a creative wall, AI is there to help you break through that wall or pressure test how something sounds.
Yeah, definitely. I've even started experimenting it using AI in all kinds of different ways. I use it for meal prep. I'll put in these ingredients in my house. What can I cook, right? Like I was using it to look at Carfax the other day. It saves a lot of time, I think, in our personal lives too, which is really great. But at work, even when I'm just stuck staring at a blank slide, I can go into ChatGPT and just kind of have a starting point, which makes a huge difference. So I'm not just like kind of sitting there creatively stuck.
Yes. And if you're listening and have felt stuck or unsure, don't worry. You don't need to overhaul your process. Just pick one place where you feel stuck or stretched too thin and try asking an AI tool, something like, Can you draft a summary of this long email? Or what's a clearer way to explain this? Or what's a sample agenda for a renewal call?
Yeah, honestly, it can be that simple. You're not giving away your brain, you're just giving yourself a helpful starting point, and sometimes that is all we need.
We're just scratching the surface here. In future episodes, we want to dig deeper and kind of explore more specific topics on how AI can help either with customer engagement, career development, health scores, you name it.
Yeah, but we definitely want to hear from you first, too.
Yes. We want to hear from you. What are your biggest questions about AI as a CSM? Are you curious about tools, prompts, data privacy, or how to get buy-in?
Yeah, send Kat or I a message or comment on our episode post. We're going to actually compile all of your questions and really kind of look at trends too to see where CSMs are. And then we want to answer them in a follow-up episode.
Yeah. So before we end, just want to note that the future of customer success, it's not replacing us with AI. It's about equipping us. So how can we make AI work for us?
Definitely. So we will catch you on the next episode of Coast to Coast. Have a great day.